A lot of people hear terms like buyer's market and seller's market thrown around, but what do they actually mean and why should you care? Whether you're looking to buy or sell, no matter which side of the aisle you're on, you need to know which market you're in. It's not just about the prices, it's about your timing, strategy, and knowing how to play the game right. Hey everybody, if you're new here, my name is Kashnaz and I'm a realtor here in Toronto. Welcome to Property Ladder, where I break down everything you need to know about buying, selling, and investing in Toronto real estate. If you'd like to chat more in detail, you can book a free call with me at the Calendly link below. Now, depending on the type of market, your strategy as a buyer or seller can change dramatically, and making the right moves can save or make you thousands of dollars. Let's get into it. So what is a buyer's market? A buyer's market is when there are more homes for sale than there are buyers to purchase. Homes tend to sit on the market for a while and prices tend to stabilize or even dip because sellers are competing to attract a limited pool of buyers. Key characteristics include increased inventory, longer days on market, decreased competition amongst buyers, and more negotiable prices and terms. Buyers have the advantage here and have the power to negotiate lower prices, include more conditions in their offers, have more options to choose from, and most importantly, take their time to make decisions. Now, on the flip side, we have a seller's market. A seller's market is when there are more buyers than homes available, kind of like musical chairs, but with houses. So, in a seller's market, homes will often sell quickly and for higher prices because buyers are competing against each other. Sellers have the upper hand here as they can choose the best offer, sometimes even creating bidding wars. In this type of market, you will encounter key features such as limited inventory, intensified competition amongst buyers, and escalating prices. This kind of scenario gives sellers the leverage, enabling them to set the terms to their advantage and favoring offers that come in with fewer conditions and quicker closing timelines. Now, you might be wondering, how do I figure out what kind of market I'm in? That's a great question. It's not always as clear-cut as it sounds. Real estate markets exist on a spectrum, ranging from strong buyers markets to strong sellers markets, with balanced markets in between. So a key indicator to look out for something is called months of inventory. Months of inventory basically tells you how long it would take to sell all the homes currently on the market if no new listings came up. Here's how it works. So if there are 1,000 homes for sale in Toronto and 100 homes sold last month, that means there's 10 months of inventory. You arrive at this by dividing the active listings by the number of homes sold. Now, this number suggests a buyer's market as it would take a long time to sell through all of the available homes. Generally, as a rule of thumb, if there's more than 6 months of inventory available, it suggests an excess supply, signaling a buyer's market. If there's anything less than 4 months of inventory, that points to high demand and low supply, indicating a seller's market. And if you find yourself somewhere in between, around 4 to 6 months, you're in a balanced market, where neither buyers nor sellers hold any significant advantage. Understanding months of inventory, both as buyers and sellers, helps you avoid costly mistakes like overpaying in a seller's market or selling for too little in a buyer's market. Now that we know what these types of markets mean, let's get into how you can navigate each of these markets as a buyer and a seller. If you're a buyer in a buyer's market, good news for you, you're in the driver's seat. You have more options, more negotiating power, and less urgency. Here are just some of the ways that you can make the most of it. First, take your time. Since there's less competition, you can thoroughly research homes and the neighborhoods that you like without feeling rushed. Knowing what's available is also crucial. Viewing more properties allows you to better understand the market and gives you leverage when it's time to make the offer. Now, analyze comparable sales with your realtor and use this data to your advantage when making offers and negotiating with sellers. Additionally, focus on days on market. Homes that have been listed for a while might be more open to negotiating, so this metric is really important. Now, if you're a seller in a buyer's market, things might be tougher, but there are strategies you can execute to make it easier. Consider making all of the repairs and improvements that you can to attract buyers, and most importantly, price your home competitively to draw the interest instead of scaring them off. Investing in marketing is super essential too, so work with your realtor to ensure that your home gets the exposure that it needs. Whether it's professional photos, drones, videos, a solid online presence can make a massive difference. Next up, let's talk about how a seller's market impacts both buyers and sellers. So for buyers, this is where it gets tricky. You'll need to be quick and strategic. Acting fast is crucial. So if you find a home you love, don't wait too long to make an offer because things tend to move super fast in a seller's market. Get pre-approved to ensure that your financing is lined up so you can act quickly when you find the right place. Be realistic with your offers. This is not the time to push for too many conditions, as sellers are likely to favor straightforward offers. And lastly, if you keep getting outbid, don't get discouraged. Focus on finding the right home at the right price and just get all your ducks in a row. I always say being prepared is the ultimate secret to winning as a buyer in a seller's market. On the flip side, if you're a seller in the seller's market, congratulations, you have a smooth ride ahead. Now, even though you have the upper hand, I would say pricing your home right is essential even in a seller's market. Overpricing can be counterproductive, so setting it just right can spark a lot of interest and may even result in a bidding war. Review your offers carefully. It's not always about the highest price, but ensuring that buyers are pre-approved and their financing is solid to help prevent deals from falling through. Doing the right prep work before your listing, such as staging your home, getting a pre-list home inspection, or having a status certificate ready if you live in a condo for buyers to review, will help you get firm offers along with the price that you're aiming for. So there you have it, a deep dive into buyer's market versus seller's market and how each one of these can affect you. Whether you're buying or selling, knowing the type of market you're in can make a huge difference in your strategy and your success on both sides of the aisle. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more real estate videos just like this. And if you're ready to make a move or you just want to chat about the market, remember you can book a free call with me at the Calendly link below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.